You'll never become a millionaire until you truly understand this one idea. Right now, you're standing here, and right over there. That's where you want to be, the big house, the financial freedom. That empty space between those 2 points, I call that the performance gap. It's the distance between the life you have and the life you actually want. Most people spend their entire lives stuck in that gap, moving up and down, starting and stopping, feeling distracted, tired, and overwhelmed. They wonder why they never make it. But the people who do, the ones who hit 7 figures, build freedom, and retire early, they live every single day obsessed with one thing: closing that gap. When I was in my 20s, I closed that gap fast. Not because I was smarter or had connections. It was because I had no other option. I quit my job after being bullied by my first boss. I had no degree, no backup plan, just a promise I made to myself. I will figure this out, no matter what. And that's exactly what I did. Here's the truth nobody tells you. The money you make is always proportional to the value you create. It's not about working harder. It's about solving bigger problems. The bigger the problem you fix for others, the faster you close that gap and the richer you become. So, let's figure out what kind of value you can offer. Grab a pen and paper and make a simple Venn diagram with 3 overlapping circles. In the first circle, write down what you love doing. This could be anything: gaming, building things, traveling. In the second circle, write what you're genuinely good at. Maybe you're great with people, super detail-oriented, or incredibly creative. And in the third circle, list what people will actually pay for. Think consulting, design, coding, coaching, anything that delivers real, tangible value. Now, look for the overlap. That little zone in the middle where all 3 circles meet, that's your value zone. It's where your money, your passion, and your skills collide. Most people only choose one circle. They chase passion, but stay broke. They chase skills, but burn out. Or they chase money and end up miserable. But if you want to be both rich and fulfilled, the entire game is to find what sits right in the center. That's what I did. I loved building model helicopters as a kid. I was good at design and engineering, and I discovered people were willing to pay for my expertise in that niche. That intersection is what made me my first million. Once you've found your value zone, it is time to choose your vehicle, the thing that will get you from where you are to where you want to go. Imagine your life as a highway. You can pick different vehicles to drive you to wealth. Vehicle 1 is your active income. That's your business, your side hustle, or your service. This is how you make money right now. Vehicle 2 is your passive income. This is how you grow and protect the money you make. Think of the first one like a motorcycle. It's fast, agile, and driven by your effort. The second one is like a sidecar that rides alongside, quietly compounding your wealth. In your early days, start with the motorcycle. Build a business that can earn at least $100,000 a year. You don't need a fancy office or a team of employees. A laptop, Wi-Fi, and discipline are all you need to start. Pick something from inside your value zone. Offer a service that solves a real problem: editing, design, consulting, whatever it is. Keep it small, focused, and fast. Then, once that active income starts flowing, you hook on the sidecar. This is your investment engine. Most people treat investing like gambling at a casino, but real investors play the long game. They buy assets that grow steadily over time, like S&P 500 index funds, real estate, or dividend stocks. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. It's to let your money start working for you while you sleep. Even just $10 a day can compound into serious wealth over time. If you invested $10 a day in a basic index fund that returns an average of 10% annually, you'd have over $1 million in about 40 years. That is the incredible power of patience. And when you combine that passive growth with your growing active income, you become unstoppable. Now, let us clear up one of the biggest lies you hear online. You need 7 income streams to be successful. That's wrong. What you actually need is 1 income stream that works, and your relentless focus on it until it's solid. You have 3 limited resources: your money, your time, and your energy. You can always make more money, but you will never get more time. And your energy, it's not unlimited. Most people waste all three chasing shiny new objects. They start 5 different projects, check TikTok every hour, and then wonder why nothing is growing. When I started my first business, I gave up almost everything for a while. No weekends, no parties, no video games. I focused every single ounce of my energy on one thing. Was it balanced? Not really. Was it worth it? Absolutely. I built wealth fast because I stopped scattering my focus. So, take a hard look at your life. Where are you spending your time, money, and energy? Draw it out like a pie chart if you have to. Then ask yourself, what can I cut? Where can I reallocate my focus? Every minute you reclaim becomes rocket fuel for your dream. Let's talk about obstacles, because everyone has them. Some people use them as excuses, others use them as fuel. I had plenty dyslexia. No degree, no support system. Even a boss who mocked me. But instead of saying, I can't, I started asking, if I could, how would I? That one simple shift in perspective changed everything. The next time you hit a wall, don't stop. Write down 5 ways you could go through it, around it, or over it. Most of them won't work, but one of them will. Persistence will always beat perfection. And then there's the secret weapon, compound growth. Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world. And he wasn't exaggerating. Compound interest doesn't just grow your money. It multiplies your knowledge, too. Every book you read, every failure you analyze, every skill you practice adds another brick to your foundation. Over time, that stack becomes massive. When people stop learning after they finish school, they stop compounding. And when you stop compounding, you stop growing. I've been learning non-stop for decades. That is why every decision I make now feels easier, because it is built on layers and layers of past lessons. Keep challenging yourself. Keep collecting knowledge, because if you don't build wisdom, you'll end up building regret. Closing the performance gap isn't easy. It takes sacrifice, it takes time, and it takes an uncomfortable level of focus. But here's the hard truth. If you're not willing to sacrifice for your dream becomes the sacrifice. So here's your challenge. Find your value zone. Pick your vehicle. Focused relentlessly, keep learning, and never, ever stop compounding. Because one day, when you look back, you will now realize that the distance between where you are and where you wanted to be was never that big. After all, you just needed to believe that you could cross it. If this hit home for you, drop a rocket emoji in the comments and tell me what you're building.